Good morning, this is Scott Rush, and we are here this morning with Austin Boswell. He is a senator with ASEOU. And here on EOYOU, we're going to be asking a few questions, getting to know Austin a little bit, find out a little bit more about the senator position of student government, and get you introduced to Austin a little bit too. So good morning, Austin. How are you today?
Good morning. Happy to be here.
Good. So you are a senator with ASEOU. What prompted you to join?
You know, kind of just trying to get more involved in campus, so I transferred in last winter term and wasn't super involved, starting out that first 2 terms. And then when I came back this fall, I just started to, learn more and more about the university and the opportunities of the senator position and kind of the impact they can have on the university, helping other students, getting our voice heard, my voice heard and everything. And so, yeah, joined that, and it's been good since, and still learning about it.
That's great. So, as a senator, what jobs or what does a senator do?
We can help voice the students' voice, in our meetings with student government, with faculty, staff, that kind of stuff. Voting on some of the bigger decisions, such as allocating money to different clubs. Try to sit on a few committees and stay involved with that, as well as just be active, on campus and just really listening to what students have to say and what they're curious about.
What current committees are you on right now?
So right now, a couple things. Still looking to join a few. The big thing I'm kind of going for right now is actually we just had a meeting last night. We're trying to implement kind of a local farm-to-school program, and so kind of being the voice of ASEOU, joining that, trying to connect Oregon Rural Action, which is a community group, local farms and that kind of stuff, with Sodexo, our on-campus dining service, and trying to get some stuff involved there.
What other goals is student government, or your particular environment, but on the whole, what are the goals that ASEOU is trying to accomplish this year?
This year I think our big things. We just had our tuition forums and are discussing that, and that's big for us to try to voice the students' opinion on that matter. Didn't get as big of a turnout as we liked from the students, but that's where we come into play, and we have a big say with that. So I think our goal is to try to make sure that what the board votes on for that is kind of reflects what the students want and what they desire, as well as just trying to stay active and stay ahead of the game. Trying to not follow but lead. Come up with new initiatives, stuff to help students, whether that's with different committees, initiatives getting pushed through there, and that kind of stuff.
So what's in that position, that format? What's the easiest way for the students to get a hold of members of ASEOU to share their opinions? Have you? I'm sure there's the email system. They could leave. There's a Dropbox or something, I'm sure, outside of the offices. But have you thought about maybe town hall type of formats, or?
We have, and all of our meetings are public. Students want to come in and sit in, we encourage that. We'd love to see more students there voicing their opinions. Of course, emailing is a good thing, or if you see any of us on campus, 6 senators right now, plus our other executive positions, president. So, and we just encourage students, if you see us on campus, stop us, talk to us for a bit, get to know us, we'll get to know you, and it just makes everything easier for everyone.
So we've talked about some of the goals. How are they being met? Has any of them been, I shouldn't say that, but the goals that are in the middle of being met or have been met, how have those been done and what has been met?
It's funny, I guess, with anything here, with our shared governance, it's always a process. So, we bring the conversation up, and any of these kind of political things, they always take some time. So, certain things, we put them through ASEOU, we discuss them, and then oftentimes it goes through other committees, whether it's the board, whether it's faculty senate, whether it's, all these different shared governance positions on campus. So, yeah, I think that we've made good progress this year. Of course, there's always more stuff we'd like to see done.
Tell us a little bit about you. Where you come from, your major, what you're looking for to when you leave Eastern Oregon, what you hope to obtain.
Yeah, so like I said, I started here last winter term. I'm from Bend, Oregon, so I did 2 years at Central Oregon Community College. Maybe not quite full-time credits. I go full-time in the fall and the winter, and then spring I've guided fishing trips for the last 4 years. And so, that's really what I love doing. And I would take a light fall term and head out there and work 100 days until the fall again. So.
You have a beautiful area for that out there.
Exactly, and that's a big part of why I moved to LeGrand and came to EOYOU. We're just surrounded by phenomenal outdoor opportunities. Pretty much any direction you go, you have public lands, rivers, woods, national forests, BLM land. So that part's awesome, and I love that here. Definitely been taking advantage of that. Hope to continue to. elementary education is my major, and so still kind of early on in the program. Transferring in here, I still have 2 more years to accomplish, but honestly, I love Eastern Oregon, I love LeGrand, and so it's been good so far. I'm
They have
excited
a
to be here.
very good master's program.
Yeah, and so far with all the faculty and staff I've met in that program, everyone's been great, super helpful, super willing to hear what you have to say, see how they can help you in any matter. So it's been good. I'm excited to keep going through that.
Well, I mean, this is a fair question to ask. Do you plan to continue with ASEOU?
Absolutely, yeah. And so that's a big thing I think that we should also discuss, is that we have our elections coming up here. And so we are encouraging all students, to A, vote, but B, be aware that, anyone on campus can run for these positions, senators, just executive positions. There is applications that they can pick up outside of the ASEOU office in the student leadership zone. They can also print them out offline. So yeah, I'm definitely hoping to continue. And whether
Is there a role you're looking at continuing?
I'm still kind of tossing it around right now, whether it's a senator position or something else. The deadlines are April 20th, so it's approaching fast, but still have
very shortly after tax day. So
sure, exactly. Luckily got that done already.
So if you continue on next year, like you said you will, what would your goals and aspirations be for the next EOU team?
I think my biggest goal, number one, would be to try to connect more students with, some of the stuff that's happening on campus. Some of the bigger stuff that's going on with faculty that's affecting students, such as tuition, such as, different programs that are being added, that kind of stuff. I think that what I've seen in my short time here is, we really need more student involvement, and that's always the case, and that probably will always be the case. But I think it's something that we really should strive for, and I think being part of ASEOU, we need a strong leadership, and that's kind of always something that we'll face this year. As our current president Addie moves out, and some of the other seniors that are on ASEOU move out. Who's going to be that next team? We've got to have strong leaders, and hopefully build strong rapport with all the students on campus. So people know us, we know them. It's easy to talk to. It's easy for them to voice their concerns.
What do you see some of the pressing concerns here on campus? That should be or could be addressed next year. That you feel that need to be addressed.
Good question. Of course, tuition's always a big one. I think other things. I think that just they talk about, and I'm being talked about from the faculty side of things about retention rates, and I think a big part of that is just getting more students involved. So for example, we had that stress-free event that happened earlier this year, and I don't know if anyone was able to attend that, but it was a phenomenal atmosphere. People were out there, it was excited, granted it was sunny, which makes it helpful. But I think things like that, I'd like to see us get more students connected with other students, with faculty, and everyone's kind of come together and have those positive vibes on campus and have people out there having fun, getting to meet people, and I think that just helps so much.
What other causes are you involved in or championing right now?
So another thing that we're doing kind of outside of school, hopefully trying to get more students and faculty involved with this, is there's the 3 Rivers charity ride, or 3 Rivers race. It's a 5K run, a 10K run, and then there's also a biking event with it. It can be a 25K, a 50K, or excuse me, a 25-mile, 50-mile, and 100-mile ride. And so this is a charity ride for domestic violence, helping shelter from the storm, fighting domestic violence both in the Grand Ronde Valley, Wallowa County, Baker County. And so I believe it's the 16th or 17th year they've run it. I'm not positive on that. But yeah, so I've just been trying to get involved with that. I have a history with bike racing, so my brother's still a professional, and trying to get him involved and get people excited to get out there and raise money for this great cause. And so hopefully get some students to put some teams together and get out there and we can all have fun.
Well, it seems like a win-win. I mean, it's helping them, plus it's good exercise for those people involved.
Sure,
so,
exactly.
And so as long as you're dodging traffic, another cause that I would like to see student government pick up next year to assist with is the governor's food drive. It happens every February here on campus. Yep. It's a statewide event that the governor endorses, and it's been going on for over 10 years. Mm-hmm. And I myself would love to see more involvement from the student government to help assist with that.
And I think that's a great idea. I think as much as it's important that we're involved with campus and everything, I think it's great that ASEOU should get involved with the community as well. And I think LeGrand's a small enough town, and the university is such a big part of it, that I think we should have a good connection with the community, with the school government, whether that's the student government in ASEOU, or whether that's our actual faculty government. So.
Well, we're almost about out of time. I was just wondering if there's anything you'd like to add personally.
You know, not a lot. Just I'd like students to stay aware, read those info lines, come out, make sure they're aware of the elections coming up and all the positions with student government. Like I said, applications are due by April 20th. You can pick them up at ASEOU in the Student Leadership Zone, and then you can also print them out online. So, yeah, have people aware of that. Get out there and staying active with what's happening on the campus.
Okay, well, thank you, Austin. I appreciate you coming in today.
Thanks, Scott. I appreciate
and remember, this is your show. This is EOYOU. The voice of the students. So hopefully soon we'll be able to get some of the student questions that start coming on. If you'd like to have questions asked to members of the student government or whoever we're interviewing that week, please go ahead and email eoyu.edu at KEOL, or go ahead and just come by the office with maybe a written out question. We can go through these, and thing is, this is your voice. That's the student's voice, and it's also the staff's voice. And I would love to have some, even some questions and comments from the community members around who are listening. So, I'd like to thank you for joining us this morning on EOU. This is Scott Rush on KEOL 91.7 LeGrand.